Try this new pre-workout. I'm trying to, I felt like my gut was getting, well, obviously I've had issues with my gut. I felt like I was getting like irritated by caffeine, so like coffee, like high stim pre-workout. So I tried this non-stim effing pumped Miracle Labs. You can get it from ASN, but it's got 8,000 milligrams of L-citrulline, glycerol powder, great profile, tastes good, and it's actually been feeling really good in terms of pump and on the gut. Upside down pineapple, and as always, EBP, because it's the goat. I do 35 mils of that, which is what the sort of serving is. Then I come to the gym, intra, post, all done. This is actually something new I got today in the post, which I haven't tried yet. PHYBA. James Newberry. But it's a brand new brand, really focused on like, I think all vegan proteins. Strawberry cream, caramel, vanilla, and chocolate, full range. So obviously with my gut issues, I've been trying to like just find products that work. We have some creatine here as well, which is really cool. Creatine monohydrate. Super Browns. So actually this one here I've heard really good things about in terms of its prebiotic and probiotic blend. Polyphenols, full gut support, inulin, L-glycine, a lot of like sort of nootropic ingredients as well, ashwagandha, maca root, Siberian ginseng, astragalus. So that's like a morning thing before food in wildberry. And that's the Flora Fuel, which again is another probiotic, prebiotic, postbiotic complex. So kind of like what you would add to a greens. I've heard really, really good things about those. And Yeet Perfect, which is a non-stim pre-workout. So next time we'll try that. Citrulline malate, black cherry juice, pomegranate, full of minerals, berry extract. So again, really, really good product. And the thing is that James and the team, James Newberry, in case you guys don't know, he's one of our best CrossFit athletes. What they've done is they're essentially made some, obviously vegan friendly and quality products, but they've used a lot of science behind it, which is why I'm interested to try. So shout out to James and the team at PHYBA. I'll let you guys know how that sits in the stomach. I'm sure it'll taste good. I'm actually going to use some of this because I'm out. Oops, wasn't there. Can never find the scoop. So spoon it up. I'll put that in the pre. So for those of you who don't know, creatine is one of the only actually researched and scientifically proven performance enhancing supplements. All the rest of it, like citrulline, arginine, they think it does what they say it does. But caffeine and creatine actually have research studies that prove they do what they say they do. And what creatine does is it replaces ATP in the muscle. ATP, adenosine phosphate, is responsible for muscle contraction. So the only thing that replaces ATP in the muscle is rest, so when you stop training, or creatine. So you have creatine before you train, so it's there ready. So as your ATP diminishes during your session, you're replacing it. Right, meal one time. So in here we have, if you want to get a little picture there, we've got 150 grams raw weight, about 40 grams of rice, dried apricots, Turkish, dark chocolate. Yes, I mix my dark chocolate in there as well. And then we have in here 100 grams of beetroot and 250 grams of organic extra lean lamb backstrap. So I get my backstrap minced at the butcher. It's expensive, but I know it's clean, and most lamb mince comes is really high in fats. So I prefer to avoid that. This comes out at about 1,200 calories. So welcome back, Undefeated fam, to YouTube. It's Tuesday, we have a push day. We are getting meal one in now. And thought I'd take this chance to give you guys a little bit of an update as to where we're at with things, pre-workout, and share a bit of our morning routine. So this morning we got up, we still did cardio, just 30 minutes on the treadmill, did some ab work, came back, got my feet together. Obviously with the gut issue at the moment, it's been frustrating because I'm struggling to find some real answers. And obviously I had the endoscopy and gastroscopy. They found a floating hiatus hernia in the esophagus, which basically means that flap stays open, acid comes back up, stomach comes back up into the chest, causes bloating, irritation, inflammation, all that shit. So they gave me some tablets for that. It still hasn't helped completely, which is frustrating. I had an appointment with a naturopath. Naturopath said that they want to do a 4-pillar gut profile, which is like a full 96 food intolerance test, permeability, lactulose, recovery rates, SIBO testing, full microbiome testing of the gut. It's about $2,000. But she said that all the supplements you've been taking, so that cabinet back there, it's full of supplements, all the probiotics, prebiotics, all that good shit that I've been taking that's been helping me feel somewhat better, stop. Eat all the food. So any food that's been irritating me, like oats, protein powders, any food that's been irritating, eat all the food. Do it for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks you get the stool test done. And that stool test with no supplements in there and all the food is going to give a really true indication as to what I'm intolerant to, what I'm lacking in, what I need, which makes sense. But it's kind of like it's going to get worse before it gets better. So anyway, that's where at the moment. I'm trying not to be too emotional about the way I feel. I'm just letting it play its course, trying to do what I can to find an answer. And hopefully after another week of this, we'll have an update. It is frustrating, that's for sure. Okay, so thank you for the check-in and all the info. I sent you a message on Messenger just regarding the, line in your check-in regarding feeling negative. So when you put the lines to that, just elaborate more about what you're feeling negative on, if it's just a general outlook or if it's like just because you're going through some personal stress. Sometimes when you're going through that negative stress or you're feeling negative because of the stress, it's easy just to sort of say, to lose motivation, okay? That's where we understand that what we have to understand is that time's going to pass anyway. So 6 months from now, you look back and this time, this stress in your life would have passed and you'll be, looking ahead in a better position, okay? Life is happening for you right now. You're going through what you need to go through in order to prepare you for the next stage of your life. So try and have that mindset and then understand that motivation isn't going to always be there 100%, but we can be disciplined. And having discipline is the most important thing. So waking up and doing this shit that sometimes you fucking hate doing, but doing it like you love it, that's discipline. Okay? Just focus on things that you can control, and that's you showing up, giving the absolute best you can. And the more you do that, it's like reps in the gym. The more squats you do, the better you get at squatting. The more of these situations that you go through, the better you get at handling these situations. So these are reps, these are practice to get better and better. So it's normal to feel that way, number one. Try and focus on what you can control. Stick to your routine, do the reps, and build the confidence, because like I said, in 6 months from now, if you stick to the plan, if you do the reps, if you build that confidence, you'll be so fucking glad you did. In 6 months from now, if you gave up, if you just stopped doing it, you wish you stayed on. You wish that you kept at it. Okay, so if you can't do it for you right now, do it for you in 6 months. All in all, keep pushing. We've got 3 weeks left of this program. Then we'll change up the program, so to a new focus. We'll continue the surplus through these next 3 weeks and keep building. So remember, you can obviously message me anytime you're feeling down or you need some motivation or some help to stay on track. I am here to help anytime, okay? So message me back online, make those changes with the food, try and use your initiative with the cardio, whether to do it or not to do it, depending on the length of day and how many steps you've already got. And hopefully we'll catch up soon, okay? Thanks so much, have a great week. All right, so make my pre-workout. So what I do is I make 300 grams of rice raw weight in the rice cooker. I then use half with my first meal. Then the second half, you see how it's a little bit creamy in there. I add rice milk in while it's hot and then let it cool down in the fridge, and it absorbs the rice milk. Then I'll add all my fruit. Grams of that. Grams of that. It's a rogue raspberry. And then I'll add my protein like a paste on top, post-workout. I'll go with that. We got in our season C or season B merch he has today. So I wore it this morning, but I sweated in it. I want to take some photos, so that's our thanks for working out. That's the IPB. Season B. It's really cool because this in the back, it's like a puff print. You can sort of see that. Pretty cool. So we'll do a photo shoot of these today and get these up on the website. And we'll also be at the weigh-ins on Saturday. Right, it is time to train. We're down here at Into Performance Melbourne Park. We have a push session, so chest predominantly. Warming up as usual, just doing some cable flies into a cable press. And I really have been doing a lot of scapular swings and arm swings lately before my upper body sessions. I basically just keep doing these until I can really feel the burn start to come into my shoulder area. And I find that's just really opening me up a lot. And my pressing's been it's been good, my strength's been good for where I'm at, and there's been very little like shoulder pain or bicep tendon pain, which I can get with my pressing, so it's been working. And I'm really focusing on not just swinging the arm, but really opening the shoulder up and swinging it with every movement. people find it hard to lose fat because they can't control what the fuck they put in their mouths. But in all seriousness, losing body fat comes down to primarily, are you in a calorie deficit long enough to lose the desired amount of fat? So a lot of time people fall in the trap of going to extremes. So all in with a diet or a meal plan or a deficit that's unsustainable, and at the start they have motivation, willpower because they're excited about entering a new phase, but because that plan is so much of a deficit, it's not foods they like, it's just a cookie cutter diet made from, given to them by someone else, that was made for someone else. Because of all these factors, that willpower motivation dies really quickly. Then they get hungry. When they get hungry, they start questioning everything. They tend to go the other way, binge eat. So 1, 2, 3, 4 days, whatever, of binge eating, throw all that hard work out the window, they're back at square one. That's primarily the first reason why people struggle to lose body fat. Another reason why people struggle to lose body fat is because they haven't got a strong enough why. So what that means is, a lot of times people link eating to emotional comfort. So when we feel stressed or depressed or anxious, fearful, all these things, a lot of times in the past, there's been a time in our lives where eating has given us some sort of comfort. The main reason why is because eating is a form of dopamine, or releases chemicals in the brain like that trigger dopamine release. You know, eating causes an increase in insulin. Insulin decreases cortisol, decreases stress chemically. So your body's craving food. I mean, think about it. When have you ever heard someone who's really stressed saying, oh geez, I'm just craving a really big bowl of broccoli? It doesn't happen. The reason why is they want the big bowl of ice cream or chocolate, because chocolate and ice cream, the body knows, increases insulin, which decreases cortisol. So they think they're going to stress less. So when you have decided that you want to embark on a fat loss journey, when the reason why you want to embark on that journey is so powerful, is so great, it means enough to you, there wouldn't be a thing on this earth that's going to stop you. If you think about it, if you've got kids, if someone had a gun to your firstborn child's head, said unless you lose 5 kilos in the next 5 weeks, you're going to blow their head off. How motivated do you think you would be to lose 5 kilos in the next 5 weeks? You probably lose 5 kilos in 1 week. And the reason why is because you're extremely motivated. You've got extremely strong reason why you want to lose the body fat. So you need to have a strong enough reason. You need to have a reason that means enough to you. Not do it for someone else. Not do it for your partner. Do it for your family. Do it for your friends. Do it for validation of people on Instagram or Facebook. You need to develop a strong enough reason to do it for yourself because it means enough to you. So when that reason is strong enough, when you disconnect the emotion, you'll move mountains in order to achieve the goal. So my biggest tip when it comes to fat loss is to first figure out the reason why it means enough to you. Write it down somewhere so you remember. Don't go extreme. Find out what a deficit is. If you don't know, get a coach, and then work in that deficit for as long as you need to lose the weight. Next tip is, when you feel like you're plateauing, when you feel like you're getting cravings are going too high, structure in a calculated refeed, which doesn't mean you binge eat, but it's an increase of the food you normally eat anyway on your plan over 1 or 2 days. Long term, it might be over a week, a diet break, okay? Structure in regular refeeds and diet breaks to keep you satiated, to curb the cravings, to keep you on track, and also to help with metabolism increase and protect muscle protein breakdown past a certain point. And if you struggle to do all those, get a good coach who can build a custom plan that suits your taste, your lifestyle, and your goals, and who'll motivate you and keep you accountable to that goal. So ultimately, that's my biggest tips for fat loss. Be in a deficit, get a coach, be structured, have a strong reason why, and just work hard. I will do a mini cut in a long building phase when I start to see negative feedback. What's negative feedback? Too much fat gain, which, you know, from the body we can see getting really soft, you know, developing like so when we start to see the body get soft and start to lose shape, when we start to see the body weight go up too quickly, you know, in the build phase, we don't want to necessarily gain more than 1% of our total body weight per week on average. So if we look back over the last month, if our rate of gain is greater than 1% of our total body weight, we'll pull back. When we start to experience things like lower back pumps, decreased performance, or decreasing appetite and hunger, then we'll pull back. These are all signs. These are all what we call negative feedback. And at first sign of that negative feedback, we need to pull back. How much we pull back? Until we start to see the reverse. Some hunger kick back in, some performance increase, the weight stabilize, maybe drop back a little bit, and performance start to increase as well. So when we start to see the reverse of that negative feedback, that's when we come out of the pullback or the mini diet into the growth phase. See this trend of people lifting dumbbells that they have no business lifting. It's too fucking heavy. So I came up with a new rule. The rule is if you do a half a rep, then you're only lifting half the weight. So if you've got 60 kilo dumbbells or 65 kilo dumbbells or 70 kilo dumbbells, but you're doing half reps, then you can literally half the weight. And that's the weight of the dumbbell you're actually lifting. What's a half rep? When you come down, that's a half rep. If you're going to lift a dumbbell, lift it properly. Fuck half reps. People think starving themselves makes them lose fat because they see the scales go down and they think they're losing weight and that's a good thing. But the truth is that when you starve yourself, whether that's some food or no food, you know, any form of starvation, you will lose body fat. You will also lose intracellular glycogen, fluid. You'll start muscle protein breakdown. So you'll break down muscle proteins and literally lose muscle, become catabolic. You'll lose weight. The goal should always be fat loss, not weight loss. So you want to improve your body composition, which is the amount of muscle you have compared to the amount of fat you have. So improved body composition doesn't mean starve yourself. It means a deficit, but it doesn't mean starve yourself. And the trouble is that when you starve yourself, eventually you go the other way. Extremism is where the danger is always. You starve yourself, get too much, you binge eat. Toxic cycle again and again and again. Find out what a deficit is for you and your body type and your activity level. Stick to a deficit for a prolonged period of time. Train with weights, resistance training, to protect the muscle. That's it. Get enough sleep. It's not fucking rocket science. Saturday morning again on Goldie's was like, bro, yeah man, but like we'd all sit down and eat and fucking just like, you'd go there and just stay there. Just to be like, oh, who's coming in, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking, it was the vibe, man, do you know what I mean? You wanted to train hard, everyone was like doing check-ins, supporting each other.
If you're driving past, you go in, just have a meal, just hang out.
And there wasn't like, there wasn't that toxic fucking energy there either you get these days, you know what I mean? into performance. That is push day done. It's now time to rush home and get to an appointment for the gym. Got some, the floor's been done this week, so some concrete polishing and grinding. Just gotta get to that. Got some more finishes that we're gonna look at. The gym's really coming along. We've got town planning that we're waiting for, which takes up some time, but I mean, that's just part of the process. So doing what works we can around that. More and more equipment arriving every single week, which is super exciting as well. Yeah, it's all coming along. So stay tuned for more updates with the gym. With the Undefeated merch, we do have our winter range, the collegiate crews and sweatpants that will go up, will be available. They're online as of this week, pre-sale, and they'll ship out late July. We also have our Season B Thanks for Working Out t-shirts, which you would have seen us actually shooting today as well. So we'll be at the IPV shows this weekend, weigh-in registration on Saturday, and then a show on Sunday supporting the Season B IFBB Pro League. That's down in Moorabbin, Victoria, so get down there and support the Federation. Grab a t-shirt, your little time in history. And yeah, apart from that, we'll actually get some food in now, continue on with the rest of the day, lots of check-ins, and keep trying to figure out this gut situation. So thanks for all the Q&A questions as well. Keep them coming in. We'll keep shooting you guys that short form content in the reels, answering the questions, spreading our knowledge, and as always, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We really appreciate all support, and we'll keep bringing you more and more of the Undefeated movement. Until then, fam, stay undefeated. Remember, we never lose, we win, or we learn.